The Federal Reserve is expected to announce another round of interest rate hikes tomorrow.
We're going to see a crash in the stock market within 60 days.
The housing market is crashing.
It is crashing.
Let's pause right there. Even with all this uncertainty, there's still one investment out there that'll work in any economy. I introduce to you house hacking. House hacking is when you buy a house with multiple bedrooms or units. You live in that house while also renting out those extra bedrooms or units. For example, I bought this duplex back in 2020. I lived in the top unit and rented out the bottom unit. We'll get into the numbers in just a second, but at the end of this video, I'm gonna do a direct comparison on how house hacking will work in this economy and it'll work in any economy. But before we get into all that, I'll talk about the 4 main benefits of house hacking. Okay, the first main benefit is rental income. My mortgage payment was about $1,600 per month, but I was able to rent out the bottom half for $1,250 per month, meaning I was only living for like $300 to $400 per month. But what's even crazier is that I was making $3,000 per month in my normal job, and then I added $1,250 of rental income from this house, meaning I got like a 40% raise on total income just by renting out the bottom unit. So don't wait for your boss to give you a raise, give yourself your own raise by house hacking. The second main benefit is appreciation. When I bought my house in 2020, the pandemic had shut everything down. People were saying it's a bad time to buy and that I should just hold off until the market corrects. But I knew that house hacking was recession proof, and I ended up purchasing my duplex in the depths of the pandemic in July of 2020. And it's appreciated over $50,000 since I bought it. Being completely transparent, I didn't know the market would correct that much when I bought the house. So I would never buy a house just for the appreciation, but it's a nice cherry on top. The third benefit is principal pay down. When you house hack, you have other tenants paying off your mortgage, which means each month your tenants will make another payment towards your principal. This will give you more and more equity in your home every single month, which will continue to increase your net worth. And the fourth benefit is all about taxes. Let's say you buy a traditional home and you need to repaint the inside. The cost of painting will come directly out of your pocket. However, because house hacking is a business, you can write off the cost of painting as a business expense since you're maintaining the property. For example, if you earn $12,000 in your first year house hacking, but you spend $1,000 on painting, you will only pay taxes on $11,000 instead of $12,000. You can also save a bunch of taxes through depreciation. I'll link my CPA's YouTube channel below because he'll be able to explain it much better than I can. But just understand that house hacking is a business, and with a business, you can get a bunch of tax breaks from it. So now that you understand the benefits of house hacking, is now still a good time to buy? After all, interest rates are going up, homes are unaffordable, and inflation continues to climb. Well, regardless of when you buy, a house hack will always be a better investment than a traditional home. So if you're okay with buying a traditional home in this economy, you should definitely be okay with buying a house hack in this economy. Let's go back to my office for a direct comparison. So this duplex is about $279,000. I know what you're thinking, it's super cheap, but that's the Midwest for you. So let's jump over to our mortgage calculator, and as of today, the interest rates are about 6%, and we'll say about 5% for down payments. So now your monthly mortgage payment would be about $2,300 per month if you just bought this as a traditional home. But because we're gonna house hack it and rent out the other side, you could probably get about $1,200 per side on this house hack. It's definitely not a home run of a house hack, but it's 1,000 times better than just buying a traditional home for this price. So with a traditional house, you'd be spending over $27,000 per year on housing. But because you're smart, you're gonna house hack this and you're gonna only spend $13,000 per year on housing. But let's say the economy changes and interest rates keep going up and now they're up to 10%. If you bought this as a traditional home, you'd be paying $3,000 per month on housing. But remember, you're smart, you're gonna house hack this and you're gonna save $1,200 per month by renting out the other side, meaning you only owe $1,800 per month for this house hack. Renting out your home, earning income, and having your tenants pay for your mortgage is always going to be a better option than paying for it yourself. And you don't even have to look at house hacking as being greedy or being a landlord. One of my close friends has an extra bedroom in their house. They rent that out to one of their friends for like $500 per month. The friend gets a cheap room to live in, and then the owner gets help with their mortgage payment. House hacking can be a win-win for everyone. Now let's be real, real estate isn't all sunshine and rainbows. I've had firsthand experience with this. There's a lot of fear and concerns about house hacking, like what if a pipe breaks? What if there's a leak in my basement? What if hawks start taking over your backyard? It's a real problem. People don't think about that. The beautiful thing about house hacking is that you still live in the house, meaning you're always there if something goes wrong. It's just like living in a normal house, you'd still be responsible for all the things that break. But I'd argue that buying a traditional house is actually more risky than buying a house hack. Okay, going back to our $279,000 house, if you house hacked, your payment would be about $1,200 per month. But if you didn't house hack, your payment would be about $2,300 per month. So if you were to lose your job in a recession or have some unexpected medical bill, who's in a better position financially to weather that storm? House hacking wins on all levels because it gives you more flexibility on your finances. As long as you're not buying a lemon of a house or a massive fixer-upper, house hacking is a safer option financially, and it gives you the ability to build wealth much faster than the average American home. House hacking works in this economy, it'll work in any economy. If you can deal with minor inconveniences, you'll be able to build a financially stable position for you and your family and your family's family and their family's family. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm not saying you won't make mistakes, but from personal experience, it's 100% worth it. If you watch all the way through, there's a free house hacking 101 guide at the bottom. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something, and take care.